4. Flavius and Greek culture. Flavius the Greek Jew was a proselyte of the gate, having been neither circumcised nor baptized. And since he was a great lover of the beautiful in art and sculpture, the house which he occupied when sojourning in Jerusalem was a beautiful edifice. This home was exquisitely adorned with priceless treasures which he had gathered up here and there on his world travels. When he first thought of inviting Jesus to his home, he feared that the master might take offense at the sight of these so-called images. But Flavius was agreeably surprised when Jesus entered the home that, instead of rebuking him for having these supposedly idolatrous objects scattered about the house, he manifested great interest in the entire collection, and asked many appreciative questions about each object as Flavius escorted him from room to room, showing him all of his favorite statues. The master saw that his host was bewildered at his friendly attitude toward art. Therefore, when they had finished the survey of the entire collection, Jesus said, "Because you appreciate the beauty of things created by my Father and fashioned by the artistic hands of man, why should you expect to be rebuked? Because Moses one time sought to combat idolatry and the worship of false gods, why should all men frown upon the reproduction of grace and beauty? I say to you, Flavius, Moses' children have misunderstood him, and now do they make false gods of even his prohibitions of images and the likenesses of things in heaven and on earth. But even if Moses taught such restrictions to the darkened minds of those days, what has that to do with this day when the Father in heaven is revealed as the universal Spirit ruler over all? And Flavius, I declare that in the coming kingdom they shall no longer teach, do not worship this, and do not worship that. No longer shall they concern themselves with commands to refrain from this, and take care not to do that, but rather shall all be concerned with one supreme duty. And this duty of man is expressed in two great privileges: sincere worship of the infinite Creator, the Paradise Father, and loving service bestowed upon one's fellow men. If you love your neighbor as you love yourself, you really know that you are a son of God." In an age when my father was not well understood, Moses was justified in his attempts to withstand idolatry. But in the coming age the Father will have been revealed in the life of the Son, and this new revelation of God will make it forever unnecessary to confuse the Creator Father with idols of stone or images of gold and silver. Henceforth intelligent men may enjoy the treasures of art without confusing such material appreciation of beauty with the worship and service of the Father in paradise, the God of all things and all beings. Flavius believed all that Jesus taught him. The next day he went to Bethany beyond the Jordan and was baptized by the disciples of John. And this he did because the apostles of Jesus did not yet baptize believers. When Flavius returned to Jerusalem, he made a great feast for Jesus and invited 60 of his friends, and many of these guests also became believers in the message of the coming kingdom.